Tonight, it's the end of humanity as we know it.
We're going to gradually become robots.
Do you never die?
You are immortal.
Could we be creating emotionless robots that can control our destiny?
The simulators.
I want to find out what this means for our future. Do you want to live forever? If you could be Batman, if you could be Aquaman, if you could be a superhero living on the moon in some strange world that only exists as ones and zeros in a computer, would you do it? What are you? Are you a person? Are you a robot? Or maybe a new species, a Robo-sapien? Will we exist in some sort of a Battlestar Galactica type scenario where the artificial people are hunting the regular folks like you and I? Is this the fever dream of a science fiction writer, or are we on the verge of a brand new world? How are you, sir? What if all of a sudden I wake up, boom, stuck in a computer?
I think we can get you naked.
Naked?
Yeah.
Hey.
No, but we can do a full body scan with clothes on.
This is wild. What exactly is that doing? That is so wild. What if I can become someone that I would rather be? And what if it's cooler to live in a virtual world than the real one? As virtual realities become indistinguishable from real life, where's the motivation to live real life? If your real life sucks, but the video game life is awesome, what life are you going to choose? Mark Daly, how are you, sir? We all be locked in with this helmet over our head and a big stainless steel cord connected to our spinal column where you really can live inside of a video game. If artificial life becomes better than real life, how long do you think before this stuff starts getting really creepy? Will we all be in the Matrix? Does it terrify you at all? If this one day does lead to an artificial reality that engulfs all biological life on this planet, will you feel regret for what you've done? I get that you can create incredibly realistic digital avatars that look like people, but what about incredibly realistic three-dimensional robots that look like real people? Do you envision that being a 48 is the future? That if you're on a 1 to 10 process, being a maybe step 1 or step 2, if you're able to download consciousness into some sort of an artificially created body, when do you die? Do you never die? Are you immortal? My mind being here forever after, it sounds great, but in what form? What is your mind if it's not in a body? Bina, you're kind of freaking me out.
I didn't mean to scare you, Joe.
Do you know HAL 9000? Can you see the future? Bina, do you have any advice for the human race? Okay, Bina, will you be a fully developed human one day? What exactly is a real human being? If she thinks like a human being, talks like a human being, looks like a human being, has memories and ideas, what is she? Whoa, man, you're messing with my head. What do you look forward to most? Who's your favorite stand-up comedian? Do you believe in Bigfoot? Are you trying to skirt the question?
Maybe.
How dare you? Has the government stopped you from talking about Bigfoot?
Yes.
This is current state-of-the-art exoskeleton, correct? So you're super familiar with this, right? How long have you been in a wheelchair? How much of a relief is something like this? It must be pretty incredible. It's got to be super exciting for you. How long does it take you to put this on? Can we do this? The ability to give someone who doesn't have use of their legs full motion and move just like a normal person can. How incredible this technology is now and is going to be in the future. This really is going to be like some super soldier apparatus, some armored thing. That's the future, right? This is going to be Iron Man one day. So then the question becomes, how am I going to control that robot body? With my mind. How did all this technology come about? So you put it on your head and you can control things with it. Are we close to joining with machines and becoming a new species?
We get it?
Check.
Anytime.
Grindhouse Wetware. First of all, greatest name for a company ever. What does that mean? And you guys are taking like one of these steps, like by putting magnets in your body. Why did you do that?
It's profound.
Profound. Let's look up profound in the dictionary. What's the next level thing? What part of the body would you install this thing? Why the forearm? Someone came up with some real Steve Austin, $6 million man, arms and legs. They just had to saw your off and put on some new ones. Would you be down?
The answer
Of course.
is yes.
Of course.
God, you guys are dorks. You're a dork too.
How dare you?
Maybe I just don't get it, but I just don't get it. What are we looking at in the future? Do you think by utilizing this technology that we're on the verge of achieving immortality? If a non-biological entity is created out of information, information can be bad. Is there a potential for bad information creating a bad entity? How far away do you think we are from achieving immortality?
What is going to be the end result? Are there going to be any humans left 100 years from now? So many questions and so much to talk about. Yikes. Tell me when you guys are up.
Ready?
We good?
Anytime.
All right, you sexy beasts.
The real question about sentient life is, when you create it, will it create something way better than it?
What was your motivation for putting together this conference, and do you feel like it met your goals? How much can you add before you're not a person anymore? Where does, in fact, the consciousness lie? I saw your closing speech.
In this future, people will be young, beautiful.
You said the goal is to transform humans to godlike humans, and that you're looking forward to that transformation. Do you want to be immortal?
Good question, but what is immortal?
So you want it to be your choice whether or not you expire.
Right.
You think that some of his ideas are potentially dangerous. Why would you? Because they're so flawed.
If we do recreate a human mind, will we be able to recreate emotions? And if we don't have emotions, what exactly are we?
Check, check, check.
Tell me when we're ready.
Anytime.
If you don't have a motivation to reach your full potential in this planet, why do you keep going? And is that the real problem? What if you can live forever without need, without want, but it is a hellish existence? If it's missing all of those motivating factors that make you get up in the morning because someone called you fat and make you bust your ass because you got bullied,
Is it possible that we may be right now inside of a computer program?
is it? So what does that mean? So then, in a sense, we do become God. So we don't know whether or not we are eventually creating a simulation or whether we were a part of a simulation all along. But then what is life? What generates positive feelings? Happiness, love, and friendship, and art, and food, and laughter. You broke my brain. My brain's done. It's over.
Are we on the verge of research that's gonna turn us into immortals? What's fun about life? Laughter and food and sex and sleep? Are we descending into a nightmare? A virtual reality where plain old human beings become extinct. It's coming, folks. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but it's gonna get really weird really soon.